ready.
And hello, welcome once again to our daily Limbus company stream. My name is V4 and I do these daily streams where we take a thing or an ID in particular from the roster, examine, pop the hood open, check what's inside, see what makes them tick, and then put them in a mirror dungeon, 5 floors of the hard mirror dungeon. So I would like to welcome you, whoever is watching, wherever you're watching for, or whenever you are watching it. For these streams are all recorded and saved on my YouTube channel, which I invite you to check out sometimes. I do not have any good videos in there yet. With that said, welcome once again. Let's begin. Today, Today, we do not have the presence of Lord Lu to help us in the mirror dungeon, so things will be a little harder. We do, however, have the family Hierach candidate Ishmael, and the Heishou pack Wu Branch Adept Yiseng, or as I like to call him, the Umamusume Yiseng, because that's what it is. In any case, is my voice coming out all right? Yes, it is. Is the Limbus sound coming out all right? Yes, it is. Very good. Let's get to it. We are naturally going to start with Ishmael, for I consider her to be the weakest of the true units we're going to be using today. Alright, family Hierach candidate Ishmael, 207 HP with a speed value of 3 to 7, 60 of defense level, fatal to pierce but resistant against blunt, possessing the sins of gloom, gluttony, envy, and gloom evade, standing at a 14 base. Very good. That one banner with cat ears. It is a taboo in some way that damn this early, I swear. It is fine. Welcome to the stream. We're just about to get started examining how Ishmael works. Let's begin then. Well, I've already kind of begun, but here we are. First, let's look at her passive, Launching Maneuver. Upon retreat, apply 1 offense level up. Hello, Yakumonoir, how are you doing? Yes, potential woman. Launching Maneuver. Upon retreat, apply 1 offense level up to next turn to allies in their deployment order. Number of affected allies equal to launcher stack on itself. If the affected ally is a GF family unit, apply shoot offense level next turn instead. Does not affect allies that either return or substitute next turn. On the turn this unit substituted or returned to the field, gain ready. Then at combat start, as the very first skill in the skill order, use Critical Strike Launcher against a random target. Welcome, Killy. Now, what is Launcher? Max stacks of 6. Next turn, this unit number of turns this unit spent active in their encounter expires upon retreat. Gain 1 stack at turn end. So we gain this at every turn end and up to 6. Got it. And ready. Max stack of 3. Number of turns this unit spent in retreat or as a backup unit. Unfortunately, we will not be making use of this mechanic, for we only have 2 units that we're going to be fielding today, which is going to be her and Umamusume Yiseng. Moving on to her actual passive that requires resources. We love Miss. I'm not negative on everything Ishmael. No wonder you had to go through a whole training arc. Yep. Rupture Breathing Resolve. 5 on Gluttony. When killing the target with this unit's attack skills, gain poise equal to the rupture on target. 3 per 1 enemy, once per turn. If this unit gains 3 poise with the above effect, gain poise count equal to rupture count on the target. In a clash, if this unit defense level is higher than the target, clash power +1. That's already kind of the deal with offense power, so I guess it's more clash power on top of clash power. In any case, in a clash, if this unit's offense level is higher than the target, inflict 1 more rupture potency or rupture count with this unit's base attack skill 2 times per turn. So this is, in short, kill enemy, gain poise equal to rupture, and gain clash power if offense level is higher than the enemy. No, doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be the 3-3-3 offense level escalation to gain more clash power, and gains inflict more rupture if her offense level is higher. But listen to all the core suppression music. I feel like I accomplished something. My CS song made me cry too. Ooh. Congratulations. The core suppression music is good. I think I have them saved on my computer somewhere. They are very good songs. Very moody too. Some of them just sound like noise, I'm gonna be honest, but they're very good. Alright, let's move on to the skills. Alchemy is my favorite CS song. What's yours? My favorite core suppression, that would probably Binus, the one for an extraction, because I really like how it feels like she's actually going through a stroll, because the music is very chill and kind of mischievous as it, progresses. And, you can tell when the stage has changed because the music changes as well. Anyway, let's get on with it. Crimson Strike, a 3/4/4 skill 1 with a 61 defense level. 3/4/4 making this a 11 roller. If the target has 5 types of negative effects, Clash Power +1. Point Power +1 for every 3 rupture on target. And a Clash range against 3 poise and 2 poise count. Remembering that poise potency equals crit chance and poise count equals number of crits. Alright, so if the target has 6 rupture, I assume this is potency, we gain 2 coin power, making this a new generation skill 1, which goes from 11 to 13 and then to 15. It inflicts rupture count, it inflicts rupture, normal potency, and gains offense level up next turn on a critical. She possesses the Crimson Strike launcher, which is her unclashable. It's kind of sad that this is a skill 1, a 6 roller on top of that, but it is an unclashable attack, so it can become a 10 roller. Before attack, consume all rating on self to gain ready on self times 2 attack weight max of 5. Alright, so we are not going to be using this mechanic, unfortunately, because this mechanic requires us to have backup units, and since we do not have any backup units, because we're only going to be using the 2, this Crimson Strike launcher can't be used. But if you are using more units so you can have actual backup and she can actually retreat, this, if you let her stay 3 turns outside of combat, she does this attack unclashable, and she can do it with an attack weight of 5, which is alright, considering that it is a kind of a low roller, but you do it for free, so I guess it's something to consider if you're using more than 2 units. Anyway, moving on to skill 2, Crimson Phoenix, a 2/3/3/3/3, making this a 14 roller. If the target has 5 types of negative effects, coin power +1. And if the target has +4 rupture, coin power +1. If we met all our conditionals here, this skill can roll a 22, which is quite good for a skill 2, but we have seen better. It does possess 63 offense level, so she gains another Clash power once her passive is running. If the enemy is the same level as us, it doesn't have any buffs. I'm finally going to drink tea instead of coffee. I'm a fraud no more. Tea is good. I really like black tea. I really like green tea. I don't have any right now because I forgot to prep some, and I don't have any coffee either. And unfortunately, I drink more coffee than I drink tea because I am obliged by my species, to drink coffee every day because I'm Brazilian. In any case, this can be rolled at 22, but naturally it's going to be rolling a 14, which is quite low. It inflicts rupture, defense level down, rupture count, defense level down. On the 3rd hit, gains poise equal to rupture on target, and if it hit heads, it gains poise count equal to rupture count on target. And the final hit deals 20 plus poison self plus rupture on target % extra damage on a critical hit to a maximum of 50%. And on a crit kill, she gains offense level up next turn. Very nice. And finally, here's skill 3, a Crimson Spring, a unbreakable 8/14/22 base roller skill with a 65 offense level. If the main target has 5 types of negative effects, attack weight +1. At 3+ launcher, attack weight +1. Coin power +2 for every 3 types of negative effects on the main target to a maximum of 6. It does require quite a rainbow spectrum of status effects on the target, so she really benefits from having more than just one Heishou helping her, because if the target has bleed, rupture, I guess a negative effect like defense level down also counts. So we really do need like a 9 types of negative effects to maximize the power of this skill with coin power on this particular conditional, that is. So maximum of 6 power. This becomes a 28 roller. Coin power +1 for every 7 rupture count on the main target. Maximum of 5. What the fuck? So if the target is drowning in rupture, that is 7 rupture plus rupture count. If the target is drowning in rupture, you gain another 5 coin power. So this goes from 28 to a 34. Oh boy, and with attack weight. Sadly, it is a single coin. In any case, deals more damage based on poise and rupture on the main target. Deals more damage on based on poise and rupture on target on a critical hit. If the 5% damage on critical hit for every launcher on itself, maximum of 30%. inflicts rupture, rupture count, gains poise, and on a crit kill, gains a lot of poise. All right. So we're, as we could have guessed, this is the rupture poise character. Obviously, she gains clash power if the enemy if she has offense level higher than the enemy. All that just to do never fulfill this condition because outside of the she's so negative that she's perma-fried. Yeah, but we don't play that much outside of the mirror dungeon because it's the main game of the main mode of the game, unfortunately. So we gotta consider her on the mirror dungeon. Maybe I will play her outside someday of the mirror dungeon, but for now we only really have the mirror dungeon to put her on. So there you have it. And her defense skill is Adept Evasion. At tree launcher, she performs the battlefield retreat at turn end. Upon retreat, she moves to the frontmost place in the backup unit's deployment order, returns first before the other backup unit substitute in, gain 1 poise count, gain 2 poise. So if we use her evade at the third turn and forward, she just runs away. In any case, go. She has potential to do a lot of damage. If you are running a bunch of Heishous, because if we consider the unit in a vacuum, like she has no one to help her, yeah, a unit might not perform as well because she might not have the status effect or the count or whatever you want to consider for the ID to fulfill her conditionals. But this Limbus company, while we may run solos from time to time on mirror dungeons and some story content, really wasn't designed for you to send a single sinner against a horde of enemies due to the way the action economy works. So if you're bringing Heishou Ishmael here with other Heishous that can help, apply the rupture that she needs and the negative effects on target, she has potential, again, a potential woman, to do big damage with that. And if she's after 3 turns, and if the enemy has 5 types of negative effect, this attack gains attack weight, which is pretty damn nice. Don't need to remind you how good attack weights are in any video game, any AoEs in any video game, especially a turn-based one, because you're turning one action into several actions, and that tilts the action economy in your favor. I feel it's like 13 degrees this way, and we're going to get a complaint about the heater. Well, considering that you have a bunch of coffins with people that fail to turn into abnormalities there, so makes sense. In any case, that is Heishou Ishmael. If she has offense level, she gets more clash power. If the enemy has lots of rupture and she has lots of poise, she gains coin power on her skills. And we preferably want to use her skill tree after 3 turns have passed, and after 3 turns have passed, we cannot use her evade or she will run away. Now let's check out Uma Musume Iseng, shall we? Uma Musume Iseng from the Wu branch of the Heishou. Standing at 271 HP, 4-7 speed, and 65 defense level. He is fatal to pierce, but resistant against slash. He possesses the sin of sloth, envy, and gluttony, with an empowered gluttony and a clashable guard gluttony. His passive, we have seen his passive a few times, the support passive that is, but we have not seen the on-the-field passive. So, when activating the exalted command from Lord Lu, he gives the following effects to Lord Lu. On hit with a base skill final coin, he triggers Tremor Burst once per turn, though essentially turning Lord Lu into a Tremor Burst unit. Lord Lu is just really broken, isn't he? Because if you're bringing multiple Heishous of various flavors, he can just do everything. Unfortunately, that does not turn him into a unit that is considered to be able to do that, otherwise he would become like a linchpin, allowing him to become a multi-type unit, but still, he can do everything. Or if the family hierarch candidate Ishmael is actively participating unit, activate the following. When family hierarch candidate Ishmael inflicts rupture or rupture count with its skill effects, that unit gains 3 poise potency 2 times per turn, including eagle skills. Turn start, apply 1 attack power up to the family hierarch candidate Ishmael. If Ishmael has 10 poise potency, apply another one, giving her +2 power. After this unit uses the skill Obsidian Stormrider's Crescent Decapitator, family hierarch candidate Ishmael uses Crimson Spring as an assist attack once per turn. In other words, with no requirement, he buffs the hell out of Heishou. If she has poise, he gets another buff. If she inflicts rupture, she gains poise. Just buffs the hell out of her. When applying Commanding Cry, what the hell is Commanding Cry? Gain 3 offensive level up this turn and the next turn. If this unit has already gained offensive level up for this passage, gain it only on the next turn. And what is Commanding Cry? Gain 1 clutch power and 2 defense level, expires turn end. How do we apply this? Still stuck in Poison Rupture Teams in Mirror Dungeon for the most part, but other than that, yeah, Lord Luke can sit in any team alongside the corresponding Heishou. Yeah, he is very versatile for that matter, for, you know, need to use burn, etc. It's just that the Heishous don't have enough numbers so that you can call it a full team. And what I mean by that, a full team, I mean being able to activate the effect of the tier 4 craftable gifts of the corresponding status effect. So the Heishous are very powerful. We have seen that. We're going to see it on the flesh tomorrow in the afternoon, because we will be doing a Mirror Dungeon Extreme with Lord Lu and the Heishous. But they are very versatile with how they can function. And with Lord Lu being able to command them to, you know, retreat, come back with free attacks, and just how skewed the action economy is towards the Heishous, they are very good. Anyway, moving on. His active passive on combat is Obsidian Storm Rider. He gains 1 Light Breaker when meeting one of the following conditions. Attack start when his unit speeds faster than the target by 2 or more. When his unit triggers Tremor Burst twice with its skills, including Eagle skills. When this unit wins a clash while having Strider Woo. Only 3 Line Breaker can be gained per turn. Cannot gain Line Breaker with the skill Obsidian Storm Rider Crescent Decapitator. When this unit has shield, he gains shield HP divided by 10, defense level, max of 5, rounded down. In other words, Line Breaker is going to be much like the Tenju Star and the Battlebot Instincts from Heathcliff and Faust. It is a resource you try to acquire so that you are able to spend it to empower your attacks. We gain this by attacking targets that are slower, we gain this from Tremor Burst, and when he wins the clash by having the mutation, Strider Woo. Right, and when he has shield, he gains more defense level, making him even more tanky, because 65 defense level is pretty damn good. Now, moving on to skill 1. It's a 344, a 11 roller with a 61 offense level. If he's faster than the target, he gains another coin power, turning this into a 13 roller, and if the target has the sum of Rupture and Tremor above 5, he gains another coin power, turning this into a 15 roller. It inflicts Bind on a clash win, inflicts Rupture and Tremor. Very nice. Again, new generation skill 1s always go 11, 13 to 15. We've seen this in recent units as well, seems to be the new number. I really wish they went back to the older IDs and did the same thing for them, because some of them have really atrocious skill 1, skill 2s. In any case, skill 2, a 455, a 14 roller with a 62 offense level. 14 roll is a little bit below average for skill 2, but let's see. If this unit speeds faster than the Tiger, he gains 1 coin power, turning this to a 17 roller. If this unit speeds faster than the target by 2 or more, he deals Line Breaker itself times 20% more damage to a maximum of 100%, maximum of double damage. On use, coin power +1 for every sum of Rupture and Tremor on target above 5, a maximum of 2. Now that's something. We can get up to 3 coin power with the skill 2, making this a 14, and then a 16, 18, and then a 20 roller. Still well below some other attacks we have seen of the skill 2 variation, but still pretty potent. On hit, inflicts Rupture, inflicts Tremor, and on the second coin, he bursts the Tremor. If the target doesn't have Death Right, he will be inflicting a concussion. If the target has Death Right, that does more Rupture. What is concussion? It has a max stack of 2. Multiply the amount of stagger threshold raised by Tremor Burst and Rupture damage dealt against this unit by 1.2, rounded down. Lose 1 stack at turn end. Alrighty then. Heishou does not apply any sort of Death Right, so we are going to have a lot of concussions going around. Nothing like a horse to know how to apply a concussion, am I right? In any case, the skill 3, the Cavalry's Vanguard Charge. How well do you think a Rupture Tremor hybrid team will be? Pretty damn good, I suppose. Rupture deals true damage, and Tremor makes things stagger quicker. And we do have a new type of Depth right here that increases the damage from Rupture and how much threshold we raise. In any case, skill 3, Cavalry's Vanguard Charge, a 5-4-4-4, making this base a 17 roller, quite low. If this unit's speed is faster than the target, he gains final power +1, and deals more damage, almost to double damage, making this a 18 roller. Got it. Before use, at 5 line breaker, consume all of it to activate Obsidian Storm Ride Crescent's Decapitator instead. We can only get to 5 stacks of line breaker, and so that's fine. Gains 3 Strider Woo, coin power +1 for every sum of Rupture Tremor on target, maximum of 2, making this a 20 roller, plus the final power if he's faster, so 21. At 3+ line breaker, converts all coins to unbreakable coins. On hit, inflicts True Rupture and Tremor. On hit, inflicts Bind. And on 3-line breaker, inflicts more Bind. Inflicts Tremor. On hit, triggers Tremor Burst, then reduce the target's Tremor count by 1. And at 2 Strider Woo, he inflicts 2 Concussion. So, it's pretty much the same as every single Heishou. Activate your counter to power up, and then you can do your things. And if you have a skill tree, that's even better. Skill tree empowered. 23 roller, actually. 24 outside of Clash. Oh, but he doesn't he gain final power here? Yeah, he gains final power. So 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, making this a 18 roller. 18? No. Yeah, 17 roller, and then goes to 18 because of the final power. And if the target has enough Rupture Tremor, that's 2 more power for everything. So making a 6, 6, 6 plus 5. 6, 6, 12. 12, 18 plus 5. 23 plus 24 roller. It's a 24 roller because it is final power. Final power ain't Clash power. In any case, the Obsidian Storm Rider Crescent Decapitator, a 4 unbreakable coin attack with attack weight of 3, 64 offense level, and 3 coin power. Naturally, this will be rolling a 12, 17. Oh, it's not Clash power, it is final power, Yakumo. Final power is just a +1, so yeah. Anyway, it's a 5, 3, 3, 3, 12, it rolls a 17 base. If you do this faster than the target, final power +1. So it goes to 18. Apply 1 commanding cry to all other allies next turn. Wow, which give us Clash power. Use, gain 3 Strider Woo, coin power +1 for every sum of Rupture Tremor on target, same deal as before. Making this a 21 roller with both things, both conditionals met. 21 roller with attack weight of 3, which is very nice. Inflicts concussion against the main target and deals more damage if you're faster. Inflicts lots of Rupture, lots of Tremor, lots of count, inflicts another concussion, which is, you know, 2 max, and with a final hit, it triggers Tremor Burst twice. Now, this is very fun because if we trigger Tremor Burst twice, we gain Line Breaker. So by consuming all of our Line Breaker, we can gain another Line Breaker. If we win the Clash, that's another Line Breaker acquired. And when a unit speeds targets 2 or more, yeah, by using our skill tree and winning the Clash, we can get skill tree empowered. We can get 3 Line Breaker back, and so we can keep pumping that skill tree over and over again. Pretty damn good. Finally, but certainly not least, preparation for the charge. 310. It's a 13 defense clashable guard. Gains Strider Whoop. Remove one random removal of negative effect applied to self once per turn. What the fuck? That is good. That is amazing. Wow, he can just remove, like, if he has like a shit ton of bleed, he can just remove the bleed from himself. Very nice. All right, we have an idea how they both work now. Let's pop them eagles in here. So since we are green with it, we're gonna get the green eagles. I'm not gonna be reading them. We're not gonna be reading the eagles. We're just going to be equipping them. So let's see. Blind Obsession, and it's green. I want to use the green. Give me a Tef, Bygone Days. No Capote. No. Or is it Desire? Also no. One day I will make an episode dedicated to looking at eagles and their effects, but right now we're mostly focused on the ID. Anyway, Yisang is going to be taking Great Tuchilocosm, Wishing Cairn, Sun Shower. Yeah, Sun Shower, I think we can feel it better. And for his staff, there's really only these two options. I'm going to take Wishing Cairn because of paralysis and Dimension Shredder for no particular reason. All right, we have an idea how these IDs work. I have not made notes, but we shall write down the sins we have access to. So we are Sloth, Envy, Gluttony, and Gloom. No pride. No pride, no pride. Yep, potential woman. She has potential to be good. We don't know that. We're gonna see it today. In any case, any notes that I want to take care of? Yes. Use skill tree with tree and pros launcher for maximum effect. Be faster than the target, and on 5-line breaker you get your power up. Got it. All right. We are Rupture. We are Tremor. We are Poise. Let's see how Faust can help us. I do believe taking the Heishou Mao branch here would help us. Defense level up. Yes, it would. But our Gluttony only comes from the skill 2 and a skill 3. I guess we do have the clashable block that we can make do Gluttony at any moment. And these require a resonance of 4. And the fastest ally will gain offense level up. We kind of want Heishou to have that so she can clash better, but I'm not going to be picky here. So let's take the green. Let's take Heishou Pack. What else? We could also take Lobotomy, Ego, Regret. It is 5 on Wrath. We don't generate Wrath, but we can get an Ego to generate it. Ego Gift. Times negative effect. We apply Rupture. We apply Defense and Offense level down. It could work. It's a Clash Power. You know what? Yeah, let's take this one. It doesn't require a resonance, so we're free to use our skills as we want. Moving on to Dawn. Dawn, how can you aid us? We are Tremor, we are Rupture, we are Poise. And we are also about being fast. Let's see. This one is fastest speed on clash swinging enemies with burn or unique burn, gain haste. No. We could take the Way branch, which has an excellent support. We do generate Gluttony, we generate Gloom. It has an excellent support by applying defense level down, which equates to more damage to anyone that hits a target. So I might want to just take this one. Blade Lineage Heishou. Poise against you more poise potency when getting poise potency with its own skill effect and question. Also, we can also take this so that, yeah, we're gonna take the Blade Lineage Heishou so it can jumpstart the coin power on Heishou a little faster. As for Ryoshu doesn't have very good Rupture support now that I think about it. The Heishou Pack Mao here. Fastest speed gain 2 haste per turn. I guess this is good because it jumpstarts the horse speed. The Umamusume speed. The fastest speed gains 2 haste per turn. And it's owned. It's not resonance, so it's pretty good. Merso. Merso does have this, which is more damage on a critical hit with slash skills, and I do believe she's pure slash. No, she only has 1 slash skill. Measure the mirror word version of Heishou Ishmael that somehow did the spring cultivation training. Well, you don't have to imagine that. You can play the mirror dungeon and with a Heishou thing, go to the pack for the spring cultivation and get the 3 gifts. She becomes really powerful. Of course, she doesn't become as strong as Heishou, but you know. For Merso might just be the middle little brother for that sanity heal. The Dead Rabbit's boss is offense level down, but it's on a resonant. And this one is just good all around. 10 SP at the start of the turn just for existing. So I prefer that one. It's very good at keeping their bros nice and happy. Think Tank Gang Leader might be the choice here for that excellent damage, extra damage. What do you even do, Lord of Hongyuan? You do def extra damage. Right, it's for def rights. We don't have def rights. Poise, Rupture, Tremor. Poise, Rupture, Tremor. Poise, Rupture, Tremor. Yeah, we're gonna take Honglu Gambler for extra damage. Alright, how can you help us? You are able to give us Tremor, right? Fastest speed, clash power bonus, and fly. Oh, that extra clash power for our horse. I'll take it. The horse becomes increasingly faster. For Rodion, we are again Rupture, do have the Deviate Association with a Clash Power for skills that apply Rupture Potency or Count. This pretty much will make sure that the horse never loses the Clash, but we are giving up on a 20% damage for the ally with most HP. So I do believe we have an extra Clash from Heathcliff. Let's take base Rodion for damage. You know what's going to be here. You know as well as I do what's going to be here. Fastest speed, hit enemy rupture, inflicts 1 defense level down, 2 times per turn, or more damage. More damage or defense level down? More damage or defense level down? Well, we could have him team up with Dawn for... Because right now Dawn is accelerating the poise acquisition for Heishou Mael, so she get her conditionals faster. But we could take away Heishou Dawn together with the Deviate Tinkler so that we can maximize the amount of defense level down we apply. So it is the choice between 10% more damage and faster poise acquisition for Heishou Ishmael, or true appliers of defense level down on an enemy, which equates to more damage. I think it's best to get Heishou Mael going because more coin power is more damage in general. So defense level down is cool and nice and all, but this time I am going to be taking the extra damage. We can also take Lobotomy Ego Red Sheet here for Rupture Potency. I have the highest current HP. That would make the horse apply more Rupture as well. And since we're all about accelerating how much we accelerate the conditionals for our characters, I think it's best. For Otis, Tremor, she has T-Corp Blast 3, which is a lot of fast speed, use for stagger target, which is kind of okay. There's better options. Molar Office Fixer is for discard, if I recall correctly. And no, it's for self-tremor. For Rupture, we only have the 7 association, the Mao branch, I believe. It's more damage attack on target with the damage type is weaker, fatal 2. The Mao branch gives us haste and damage. And it's a 3 resonance. I don't want to avoid resonance as much as possible. There is also the Blade Leader Saosu, which is 30% more damage where enemies below 25% HP. I think that's pretty good. It's to finish off enemies, and Heishou does gain some effects from killing enemies with a critical hit. So this pretty much guarantees that we're going to be killing them. They also have the base LCB Sinner, which is a 30% with enemies below 0, but that would be better for a sinking team, which is unfortunately not what I put here last time. Finally, we have Gregor, and Gregor is going to heal them because this is a dual team. Although we could take something else, I feel like we could take something else. We do have the Twin Hook Pirates, which is Pierce damage up. We don't use Pierce. Edgar Family Heir is kind of bad for support. Kurokumo Clan Captain is offense level down. Heishou Pack Sea Branch is about dying to gain resources. Wait, what? Right, yeah, he gives poise to someone that comes and take his place. So yeah, Gregor is the healing. We can't generate gluttony, so we can't generate it, so I mean, you might just abuse Great Coat for healing if you can trigger AoE conditions. Yes, the problem is that unless I buy the coat from the store, which I don't like to buy other than, you know, a few basic healings, we have to find the code first. All right, let's review our team real quick then. We have Oz combatants, Heishou Ishmael and Umamusuge Yiseng. Lobotomy Faust is providing us with additional flash power when the enemy has 3 negative effects. Blade Lineage Saosu Dawn is providing Ishmael more poise acquisition. Mao Pack Ryoshu is giving us more haste, making the horse even faster. Middle Brother is here for sanity healing. Ting Tang Gang Leader Honglu is here for extra damage. OP Association Heathcliff is giving more clash power for the horse. Rodion is giving more damage in general. Lobotomy Ego Sinclair is giving us more rupture potency application. Blade Leader Saosu will be giving us more damage against enemies with low health. and G Corp Manager is going to be giving us healing on a clash win. Let's deploy then. We are going to be taking Favor the Nebulized so that we can keep up with the levels, because it is incredibly lame to lose a battle because we didn't have the right level. We are going to be taking the Rupture gifts because two of our identities apply Rupture. One of them is Poise and the other one is Tremor. So focusing on either of those is a mistake. So we take the one that can apply to both of them. I reached the part where Canditate 9 where Dante basically gains an incomplete Golden Bow resonance ability. We love him when somebody's saying it with Pocket Regret on its counter. Alright, for our starting gifts, we are going to be taking Phlebotomy, because Phlebotomy is good. And we're going to be taking our little Zippo lighter as well. It's going to be cost some light, and might have to do another mirror dungeon later by myself to gain some starlight so that I can do the extreme tomorrow. Fully powered, of course. In any case, we take the Zippo lighter to generate ego resources we don't generate naturally, and we take the Phlebotomy for some additional healing. I generally want to avoid Lake World because it has the pirates in them, and they are very mean because they apply a lot of bleed. The Forgotten is bugs, and Nest Workshop technology has the Rose Painter Workshop, which I detest, so we're going to go to the Forgotten. Let's begin then, the fight proper. Heishou is the first to be deployed, although I do believe it's better to use Senryuma Yiseng first because he gains more, you know, slots earlier, and he is a bit more combat oriented than Ishmael. And he is protecting her, so let him have it. Let's begin. A lock and a green. I forgot what she's weak to. She's weak to Pierce, right? Yeah, she's weak to Pierce and resistant to Blunt, if I recall correctly. Alright, you are at 3 things. You're not getting Line Breaker just yet because your skill is not, your passive is not going yet. You need 5 green, so save that green for later, boy. Actually, no, just fucking use it. If you don't have the passive going on so you can get Line Breaker, it doesn't make sense. It's kind of the inverse here for Lord Lu. If you have Umusume Yiseng, he's the one that commands Heishou Ishmael to do the assist attack, not like the other way around with Lord Honglu, which is kind of funny. Swipe. Alright, as we go now deeper into the dungeon, starting the dungeon anyway. How was everyone's Saturday? It was pretty good for me. I managed to organize the house a little bit, play some Warframe, slowly working through my Steel Path. Officially, is staggered through my Steel Path, which, you know, I played Warframe for a few years now, but I never bothered with the Steel Path. Do not kill Heishou! Ah, we are getting Linebreaker? Is it Linebreaker? It is Linebreaker. How can we save Heishou from death now? Because Heishou is going to die, and oh boy, her potential just keeps getting better, doesn't it? I do believe we have a solution for this without wing rating, because she has like several attacks aimed at her. She is at low health, staggered. She will not survive it. That's 3 attacks, 38, 38, and 39. We are going to have to pop Superbia here if we want to save her. And even that might not be enough. We shall see. Go, Umusume Yiseng, save her. Been good. I was buying some groceries, then I'll prepare some chicken, beef, and rice soon. Tasty. I gotta have some chicken breast myself today, and later today I'm gonna play Monster Hunter with my friend. Hopefully that would be enough to stagger those guys, but I don't hold my breath. Say goodbye to Heishou Ishmael. We might have to restart the first fight in the dungeon because she died. The first day of church, it was boring. Keep going. He has 5 line breaker. It means he's ready to pop. Ah, that's no good. And those are swipes. And she is at incredibly low health. Hopefully Yiseng will kill someone before that guy managed to kill Shishun. Yeah, it's going to be an AoE. He's going to save her. Do not fail your duty, horse. Nice. Oh yes, and because it has been more than 3 turns, she does get an attack as an AoE as well. Double AoE. Very nice. Congratulations, Umamusume Yiseng. You did not fail your duty. Couldn't even play chess on my phone because apparently I couldn't bring my phone. What can I tell you about church? It's less about the whole thing. It's more about the experience. Take that as a moment to be with your thoughts and really appreciate what the church really means. Yeah, the religion, don't know how religious you are, but take that moment and appreciate, like, just to be, at peace with yourself. You don't even have to follow the whole religious thing. Just, enjoy the moment. All right, Shishun, it is time to eat. Eat that man! Of course, she rose tails on the second one. That's a very expensive ego, and well, at least she will survive. Then I also constantly a boy around my age playing chess on his phone on church. I do not know what your age is, so I will not even ask. Right, Shishun, can you eat again? No, you can't. Let's save that skill tree for when we actually need it. We have 1 line breaker. We have 3 line breaker now. Well, it is a sort of peace that you can fight by sleeping. I only really grew to appreciate the whole experience once I got older. I also went to church. That was a funny story because my mother put me on what's it called when you go to school on church. I don't remember. But anyway, I kept running away. Tree launcher and thing. Right. 4 line breaker. He's gonna gain 1 from the clash. Shishun can do an AoE. Here we go. When he wins the clash, all right. Here comes the big horse. Anyway, I kept running away from school at church by jumping out the window and just wandering about. But I only grew to appreciate the whole aspect of church, not blindly, but more like being at peace with myself. It's difficult to put into words, honestly. Very good indeed. Anyway, it's difficult to put into words, but I only came to appreciate it once I got older. It's not about the religion or the words in the book or anything else anyone else might say, but finding my own peace there. Contemplating stuff and etc. It's, again, difficult to put into words, but it's a nice experience, and I wish I had more time to do that. Let's kill him. Not particularly religious myself. I wouldn't say I'm from any religion whatsoever, but actually, Fish is the only one that is only in a clash. Only he is going to be taking a beating, but he'll be fine. Anyway, it's not like I'm particularly religious or anything, but I do understand the purpose of religion and the reason why people gravitate toward it. Why my camera keep moving place? I just realized it moved again. The cats might be acting up again. Anyway, the purpose of religion, the reason why people do the things they do. Anyway, Shishun, time to dodge. There we go. And for you, the clashes. Actually, I want you to clash with this one. You are going to... That should be fine. Magical arrow, tell me. That's the first one because she's faster. Got it. The question about my age, the most big answer I can say is that well, I'm gonna be honest, you shouldn't be watching this then. I appreciate your presence here watching it, but there's a reason why games like Limbus and other games have a rating of, you know, for adults and all that. But, well, I do believe you're from Brazil, so none of this comes as a surprise of things that happen in this game, so whatever. Hey, not telling you to go away, but, you know. Let's move away from this discussion. I have good and bad memories about church and religion. Only the realization later that it's a good thing. Again, difficult to put in words. Not gonna go any further with that. Blah. You got something for me to drink, actually. Hey, I'm liking this tag team combo they got going on. And time to die. Funny thing is, he has to do clashes to gain line breaker, if I recall correctly. I'm gonna check his passive again. But he is very good. I like it. I like him very much. I started playing Limbus in the middle of Canditate, and I think playing time event. Still, the point remains. There is some, you know, touchy subjects here. I'm not trying to be like an overbearing old man, 30-year-old old man telling you, kids shouldn't play this, but there is a, you know, a good reason why we shouldn't let kids play GTA. But they play it anyway, especially here in Brazil, where GTA is just real life every day. So let's see here. Faster than the target by 2 or more, tremor burst, or flashing a heavy strider. Right? Let's take the mystery pack here. It is 400 roses. Can I fight you? Give me your Carmilla, actually. Voodoo doll. And sticky muck for the defense level down on our green attacks. Yes. Can't use this, unfortunately. Let's enhance the Carmilla. Oh my, we actually got the good combo, Carmilla and doll. Wow, that is fantastic. Single coin skill. We do have a couple of single coin skills that this can benefit from, so we'll keep it. Namely, Crimson Spring. Again. Let's see. Something flashed in my mind. I want to talk about it. I forgot what it was. God damn it. Right, let's save that skill tree for when we for turn 3. Now, when I do the studies on the IDs, it's very nice to understand how they work. Like, you need this, this, and this to gain coin power. But the game does the calculation automatically for these kinds of things when you know, clash against someone. So you don't have to keep in mind that, I need this much rupture, this much poise to get the coin power, because it's done automatically. Once you target a skill, it will calculate if you're meeting the conditionals and then activate it. It's only a problem when paralysis come into play. That's why the whale is one of the most annoying enemies in the game for some people, because it literally applies paralysis to everyone in the first round, so you don't know how much you're gonna be clashing for, and the target, the prediction system kind of bugs out at that point. All right, come on, Heishou. Much like the Blood Fiends, we're going to be teasing our skill tree until we're going to be edging the skill tree until we get the conditionals to make them good. It's not that they are bad, but between the choice of having an attack with an AoE and not having the AoE, I'd rather have the AoE. Like now, we are at 5 line breaker. We're going to get 3 line breaker back from this, I believe. No, just one. So let's... And we got two. This is gonna be AoE central. If the horse doesn't kill everyone just right now, it's gonna be 3 AoEs in a row. Yeah, no, the horse just trampled. There we go. AoE. There's no one to hit the AoE with, so horse just finish it off. Because Crimson Spring, the skill tree for Heishou Ishmael, at 3 launcher, and if the target has multiple negative effects, it gains attack weight. So after, on turn 3, you can use that for an AoE of 2, but after the horse uses his special attack, he forces her to use the skill tree. So you can follow up an AoE with a smaller AoE. That's pretty damn good, I'll tell you what. Alright, next pack we shall be taking... To Be Crushed might have crabs in it, and it certainly has the Rose Spender Workshop, and I don't want to go there. Emotional Craving has the Grey Coat. Grey Coat it is. We are going to be using AoEs quite often, so that's healing and extra damage. Let's check what's up here in the mystery pack. It is the 100-foot maggot. Give me your book. Give me your kit. I want it. You will give it to me. Horse, go. Very nice, very nice.
이것이 말의 행진이요.
Ooh, the big fat and jolly old man. Slap the hand. You're gonna get your stuff, brother. I realize I forgot to change the loading screen, but I'm not gonna go back to change it now. We get to look at the creature once again, and the guy on the back as well. Alright, old man. We are here. You are jolly, you are fat. And you do pierce damage, and we are weak to pierce damage, aren't we? But he's saying that's gonna be taking it. He's also weak to pierce damage. How fun. One line breaker. We're winning a clash. Slap that horse. Wish I could play the other True Project Moon games, but I'm a mobile player. I highly recommend them when you can get the chance. People overblow the difficulty of Lob Corp way too much. But it's a fun game. I recommend it if you can get it. Let's see. Heishou is gonna have to discard her skill tree, unfortunately, if she wants to survive this. Hold on. What's going on here? There is only one attack going for Heishou. Got it. The horse is gonna have to horse it out. Heishou, you get slapped away and strange alcoholic away from me. Gross. Isn't Heishou like 30 to 40 years old? Heishou is old. She, like, just like Carol is like 20, above 20. Heishou is very old. We are at 4 line breaker. All right. We can pop our... we don't have the full AoE yet. So let's save our line breaker for the next round together with the AoEs. That's unclashable? No, it's just that she's very slow. Hold on. One attack. Heishou can't redirect his attacks. Got it. Alright. Horse, horse, and more horse. You can take a hit. Hold on, let me confirm that thing about Heishou. Heishou Limbus. Dia Heishou. She is... where is Honglu actually? Because Honglu knew her when she was younger than him. And Honglu is quite old. He was born on June 6th. I think he was around for the Smoke War as well. But we don't have any canon. What's the... Hold on. Hong... age. Honglu seems to be roughly 27 to 30 years old. What about makes at least 30 years old? Yeah, no, because Lin Daiyu said that he has been, 30 years life in the castle, the building. So Honglu has to be like 30 years old, and Shishun was younger than him. So that means Shishun is pushing the 20s as well. Push 20s, 30s, something along those lines. Anyway, it's time for destruction because we have true skill trees. This boss has true body parts, the main body and the arm. And this one's gonna hit with an AoE. He's gonna force her to use an AoE, and then she's gonna follow up with 2 additional AoEs. This is fun! Wow, we didn't even get to use the rest of it. I'm fairly sure she drinks. I'm fairly sure she drinks. She like takes a sip and becomes like immediately sleepy. She reeks of low alcohol. What's it called? Not resistance. I'm not going in there. I know what awaits me in here. I'm not going in there. She reeks of being a lightweight with alcohol. You probably can get her to drink really easy, like to challenge her into a competition, like the trope. But she is almost definitely a lightweight. Oh boy, it's Inquisitors. What do we do with the Inquisitors? I should have brought Tidal Elegy. God damn it. Do this. And this. Because why not? Apothecary type things.
소원을 말하시오. 아주 간절하게.
Here's rocks.
그라제 그것은 그 짝에 갖다 써야지.
총원, 조명이 전멸하는 저곳으로 파도가 모든 것을 잡아쓸 거다.
No mercy for Inquisitors.
그 새끼들 만들라고.
Sorry, but that's just the way things are.
놀랐네.
They are far too dangerous to be left alone. We are 4 line breaker and unturned. Here's the thing that fucks up with the Shishun. It has to be on turn 4 that we can use our AoEs, because at turn 1 she only has 0 launcher. Turn 2 she has 1 launcher. Turn 3 she has 2 launchers. Turn 3 she has 3 launcher. And it's only on launcher 3 that we can get AoE on her skill tree. So it takes 4 turns for us to maximize the attack weight of Crimson Spring. Which is fine. We have all of the recent IDs came out with a timer for his super big boy AoE as well, so.
만곡된 직선을 직선으로 질주하겠소.
Here we go, here we go. Against those guys, we can go normally.
일기당천.
딱 사냥 좋은 상태야.
그 열어져 있고.
놀랐네.
Alright. Listen, keep gathering that line breaker.
일기당천.
Wanna flash?
마음 놓고 열어져 치고.
We could be gaining more. I keep forgetting to use this defense skill, because we gain more line breaker if we have the Heishou mutation activated.
무슈. 다리에 총 맞았냐? 네, 자국 없이.
Save that up for the next round.
모든 것에 견뎠어.
옛날에
Alright, we have only 4 line breaker, not a problem. It's time for destruction.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 지워.
Big horse time! Dante, the horse is here!
넘고
By the way, today my hatred for the new IDs and the fact that the gacha game doesn't lock you behind a certain point of the story to use IDs peak. Because I was eating something, I was watching random people play through the cantos, and Ahab, story Ahab on when she got the ego on her 3rd stage where she has like the infinite punching, infinite countering. Someone just win rated through that, and they just won. And I know it's a little bit of entitlement of my part, but yeah, it doesn't feel right at all for someone to like just ignore all the mechanics because they have an overpowered ID. I guess the focus never was difficulty on the stories, but that's why you have to play it as it's released, or limit yourself really. Bloody gadget, why not? We do have lust. Right, let's fuse some gifts, since we are mostly focusing on Rupture this time around. So this is useless, and this is kind of good, maybe, yeah. And Tangle Bundle, fuck. Let's enhance the dolly, because the dolly is good, so we can enter unfocused encounters with no problem. Could win N-Corp Fanatic or Veteran of the Smoke War? Veteran of the Smoke War, easy. Because N-Corp Fanatic are a bit of pushovers, at least the ones we met. Because they don't have augmentations, they just have fanaticism. And that's it. That's what they do. They're just fanatics. They're just guys with armor and hammers. Like, sure, it's nice to have ideals. And like, I'm not going to use any augmentations because human body is the most pure form of, pure form of humanity. But brother, you are contending with a guy with titanium arms. They really only succeeded in their massacre of the Calm Village because everyone there was civilians. The moment they got something that had decent augmentations running for them, they would have folded like laundry. I guess they have the numbers for that, but still, something like Nemo from Library of Ruin with, monitor head, laser beam, he would have turned it inside out. And here's the problem. There's not anything inherently wrong with going for the image like, being human, sticking to the human form, and that's good, right? That's the best way to go about things because I'm human, hahaha. But then you don't seek out other ways to compete with power. Now we have Shin, now we have ego, and by a certain extent distortion. But I do not believe, given the latest lore reveals we had about Shin and Mang, that any N-Corp Inquisitor would be able to manifest it. Because they're not gonna stop and think about the things they have done or reflect upon their own humanity. They're fanatics. They're not, thinking people. But then again, Ahab did manifest ego, so maybe one of them could manifest ego, or Shin and Mang, but it would be like a roundabout way to do it. Are we charged yet, Risang? We shall be charged after this clash. Clash against that, it's a neutral. Is this turn 4? Yes. AoE time. Which was the first clash? That one? Alright, go. Why isn't that the first? God damn it. Magical arrow, you have lied to me. Also, that guy is gonna get an unbreakable coin as soon as he gets an upgrade to his kit, because that casting shade is the one where he summons the big tree, the big 4-leaf clover, and it spawns regardless. He's gonna get an unbreakable point at some point, but he dies. 2 AoEs in a row is kind of difficult to dodge. We're still at not maximum power here, because the idea here is to have a skill tree with 5 line breaker ready by turn 4, so we can drop several nukes on the battlefield. Alright, take that. Great coat, yes, and the defense level down, defense level up, I mean, yeah, sure. Floor 3, Burning Haze, Snelling Flowers, or Treadwheel's Loft? I guess we could go for the Burning Haze. It is blunt damage, and we need to avoid Pierce. Alright, plenty of mysteries are waiting for us. Oh, it's the creature. Where is his boss fight? Take the cauldron. You're mine now.
이런 것쯤이야. 주머니에서 물건 꺼내는 것보다 쉽죠.
Go down here. More burn. Well, it is a burn pack, so.
이런 것쯤이야.
More ashes to ashes.
주머니에서 물건 꺼내는 것보다 쉽죠.
I really shouldn't be entering a elite pack like this, but we're gonna do it anyway. It's a mistake I choose to do.
직선으로 질주하겠어.
Come on now. It's pirates! And didn't I just say we needed to avoid pierce damage? Well, here we are. At least they're all using slash to begin with. Heishou, Ishmael. Hit them with the blind obsession. Wipe them off the map.
종원, 조명이 전멸하는 저곳으로 파도가 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다.
Right, we got the mutation activated. Let's gather our line breakers then.
최근은 좋았어요.
Alright, gathering more line breaker. After this turn, we're gonna have our skill tree ready to pop with the AoE together with Ishmael's. Line breaker at maximum power. It's very easy to get the conditionals for a character that has like the pseudo chart kind of resource management, such as Adept Heishou Heathcliff, Adept Heishou Mao Faust, and Adept Horse Yiseng. Because if you're running like a duel, they have plenty of attack, so they have plenty of chances to, you know, get their resources. Are you ready, boys? I'm ready, Captain! Oh! Lives in a pineapple under the sea! Absolute devastation! Part 2! It comes as no surprise that the horse is going to be the top damage dealer here, but god damn, this is fun. Another AoE, yes! And just finishing off like a little tap on the neck. Hi Smee, how you doing Smee? Hello Smee, ready to die? Unfortunately we're not clashing against her. But wait, we are! We got enough, we got just enough line breaker to use another one. Go my lovely horse! And Heishou, follow it up! Finish her up! Beautiful tag team combo. Next mission, Mr. Heishou dies, I shall restart my fight. Pretty much, this is the duel fight. And it's not like we have lay hang here like we did before, where Sinclair died and he could just carry on. They are a duo, they have to stick together. Renatier Eagle Gift. Gibby. More burn. Wow. This is the burn pack, isn't it? Blunt stage. I hope it's not Inquisitors.
직선을 직선으로 질주하겠소.
It is Inquisitors. Why wouldn't it be Inquisitors?
딱 사냥하기 좋은 사람.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 치워버리죠.
Do not stagger her before she's not staggered before she used her skill. God damn it, I should have gone with the first one.
아이, 777 못하게 뭐하고 있냐?
일기당장
이런 거시기 하면
마음 놓고 열어젖히고 마음 놓고 열어젖히고.
아, 아이, 놀랐네. 안배 떠차서
He has good defense level, he can take it to wax.
이만 찰줄 알았으면 빨리 좀 하지 그랬냐? 옛날에 왜
Alright, how is our line breaker?
이런 것이 생각나네.
Do not at maxing.
한 놈만 잡아주고.
Alright, Ishmael, can you please hit it with the thing before
시간
you
끌 것
explode?
없이 모조리 치워버리죠. 총원, 조명이 전멸하는 저곳으로 파도가 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다.
그러지. 그것이 근작에 갔다 왔어요.
시간은 좋았어요.
아, 별로 어려워.
He's saying a lot to clash there. Oh, that's bad.
바람 불어오는 대로.
Alright, we have line breaker charged. Shishu is a little paralyzed, but no harm, no foul. We can.
한 놈만 잡아준다 했더니 일대로
Yeah,
다
here we go.
시간
Do
끌
the
것
horse.
없이 모조리 치워버리죠.
He's saying if I knew you were gonna do like things the inverse way, I would have done the double horse strike.
짓밟아라. 넘고 내 앞을 달리시오.
There we go.
는 그리울 수 있어.
The weakest Crimson Spring because it's a single coin and she's paralyzed.
내가 벌써 눈이 침침해졌는가? 내 먼데다가 칼을 갖다고.
시간은 좋았어요. 불끈히 지원했군.
Alright, Shishun is very hungry. She's so hungry she could eat a horse.
놈만 잡아준다 했더니
Whether she pop her first, I don't know.
다
True line breaker.
바람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아라.
It just feels like he baseball batted that Inquisitor like into the manor on the background, man. The way he just winds up that attack and just swings one with one hand, really letting the halberd blade thing he uses go. It just felt like he killed with that single attack. It just feels like that one Inquisitor got yeeted out of the mirror dungeon. He manifested into our world and he's very confused. Right, another floor with Inquisitors, I believe. Let's get going. Let's get done. So far, they are very fun, but Shishun is incredibly fragile. It would really benefit if somehow he had a way to assist defense her. There we go. It is these fuckers again.
저것들이 아까부터
Alright. How about the Sun Shower?
딱 사냥하기 좋은 사람이에요.
And follow it up with... We don't have enough for that. Ooh, that's bad. How about Wishing Cairn on reverse? Wing beat so for healing. Yeah, let's see how it goes. The horse is faster than you, remember that.
소원을 말하시오. 아주 간절하게.
Rocks!
그러지. 그것이 근작에 갖다 줘야지.
무슨
아, 별로
Did she get staggered? Oh my god. Shishun is so fragile, man.
777 모덕에 뭐하고 있냐?
We're not gonna get enough line breakers for this.
이런 거시기 하면
일기당천.
I guess it is his job to somehow protect her. I don't mind him spamming Eagles, especially against Inquisitors, but goddamn.
바람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아라.
이만치 할줄 알았어.
Alright, Heishou, please heal yourself. Now, that's an order. That guy's gonna attack you directly and you're gonna die. So, Iseng is gonna have to do something about that again. That ain't gonna be enough. Fuck, man. I hate unfocused encounters so goddamn much. Because right now I don't see a way I can save Heishou. We don't have enough for an AoE here. The Ego is already prepared. If we had Sun Shower, maybe. But we don't. If she dies, I'll restart the fight.
모조리 지워버리죠.
복을 구하고 싶다면 정성을 들여 빌어보시오.
바람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아라.
He just tanked that. He can just do that. Believe in Heishou. She's so hungry.
그래요. 그렇게 가만히 있어요.
And I never get the funny multiple attacks on this, do I? Lovely. Alright, we have 5 line breaker. That means it's time.
일기당천.
Dante, the horse is back!
넘고 무수히 넘고 얼마든지 걷고 제쳐라. 내 앞을 달리시오.
And the paralyzed Crimson Spring.
아이 씨발 뭐 됐냐? 내가 벌써 눈이 심심해졌는가?
바람 불어오는 대로
Alright.
짓밟아라.
Believe in Heishou. The Curse of Landing thing is that she's not living up to her potential right now because she's very fragile. The Inquisitors apply paralysis because they are very dangerous enemy type. Which makes me worry about how the next Kanto is going to be, because it is going to be Encore. Alright, we are at the store and we already see plenty of goodies that are going to be very goody for us. So let's take the UPS system, the cigarette holder. We could take curriculum vitae as well. I guess. Yeah, we can take curriculum vitae as well. We can replace the horse attack with a purple. And now we're gonna fuse 4 rupture. We do. I could take that, there's that in trash. Here we go. Standard duty battery, very nice, very deadly. Tomorrow's Fortune is kind of a meme, not gonna lie. We do want to upgrade this, so I will gladly sell the tier 1 burn gift, because we're not burn focused, and while we can inflict some burn, it's not our focus here. Our focus is rupture, tremor, and poise. So saying it's just the cigarette was bad for you. No, I'm an adult woman. I'm gonna smoke. I forgot to heal her. God fucking damn it. She'll be fine.
직선을 직선으로 질주하겠소.
Yeah, she actually gets stronger at 30 points, so... Man, Oh, it's not okay. It's not the bow, but it's still pretty bad. It can stop pierce damage. What's in this game throwing pierce damage at me? Come the fuck on. Alright, let's see what we can do. 2 attacks coming up with dodge. I leave it in the hands of Hin.
일기당천. 놓고 열어져.
놀란데. 담배 떠차서 손댈 뻔했잖아. 이만 찰줄 알았어.
Better be nimble, better be fast, because it's the horse that's gonna have. Literally, the horse is gonna have to carry her. I know how funny that is.
시간 끌 것 없이 문제를 지워버리죠.
우리를 아주 박살내버릴게.
놓고 열어져.
화끈한 맛이 아주 딱이야.
The horse literally carries Heishou, and that is funny.
왜 늦자고 없이 쪼개고 있을까?
일기당천. 놓고 열어졌지. 모든 것에 견뎠어.
Now we can do some damage. Now, because we have AoEs out the ass here, the things here are going to attack us, unfortunately. This boss actively punishes for AoE use.
시간 끌 것 없이
But it is our most powerful attack, and so we are going to use it.
넘고 무수히 넘고 얼마든지 또 제쳐라.
그러지. 그것이
Counters.
진작에 갖다
Counters.
내 앞을 달리지.
별로 어려울 것.
Ah, she rolled tails again. How lovely. That's a stagger, and that's what we like to see. Crimson Spring on a stagger target.
불끈히 지원했군.
I got Furry Rhodia. Congratulations.
좋았어요.
There we go. We managed to kill it before we could do anything else. It seems that this duo, if they can survive up to turn 4, they just unleash hell on the battlefield. Given a little bit of time, at turn 4, they just destroy it. You mean Fairy down or not? What do you mean? I think it punishes you for doing AoE? Kinda. Because once the arrows, Homeward and here's the converted coin. Anyway, once the candles are lit, they have counters. So if you do an AoE, you hit the counters and you get hit for nothing. All right, Evil Defining, Noon of Violet, or Yield My Bones to claim their flesh. Yield My Flesh to claim their bones. Insignificant Envy, Degraded Bloom. We're gonna take Insignificant Envy. Start up. Let's see. Ah, the event you are supposed to fail at. Let's cut the ring. And let's not cut the ring. Oh, what he means by Furry Rhodia, he means the new Rhodia unit that came out. You know, the furry. Now, what? Let me ask you. Rufo, the character that Rhodia is based off, has the largest set of Rufos in the entire series, all 3 games, and it is the furry character. What did the director mean by that? Because I saw pictures of it before. I didn't want to believe it was like an actual what's it called, sprite in game, and then I saw it in game, and oh boy! Since art is stored in the body somewhere, it's the middle. Oh, what have we done? Alright. Let's start by... They deal blunt damage, and we are... She's resistant to blunt. She can take a little blunting. They actually could dodge all of them.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 치워버리죠.
Nope, no, she can't. Because Magical Arrow have betrayed me again.
모든 것에 견뎠어.
Good. Let's gather some line breakers.
왜 늦자고 없이 쪼개고 있을까?
Ishmael, how are you doing here? You have only to worry about a singular clash, so here we go.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 치워버리죠.
Good.
아, 아이, 놀랐네. 안 뱉다 차서. 될 뻔했잖아.
I have a question. Who gets lung cancer first, Moss or Leiheng? Who's Moss? I don't know who Moss is.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 치워버리죠.
Maybe they inflict coin power down. That's dangerous. Moses. Ah, Moses. Well, Moses has been smoking for a long time. She probably has lung cancer. But here's the thing about the city. It has been explained in the lobotomy corp one, I believe. Either lobotomy or library, I don't remember. Every disease that mankind has ever encountered has been conquered. You can heal from any disease in the city as long as you got the dosh for it. Because that's all the city revolved around. Having dosh. Big old wads of cash, you know what I mean? Alright! Unfortunately for you, little brothers of the middle, you have allowed Yiseng and Shishun Ishmael to survive for 4 turns. That means you get to die now.
모조리 치워버리죠.
Bring the horse. No, that is definitely the smoke. You can give her other things because every time she uses that, it has a cost. There is no such thing as power without cost in the city. Using that smoky pipe of hers has cost. I think Leiheng could get it first. Leiheng can just get it treated, you know. He is a, you know, underboss. I don't remember his rank now. Capo del Capi? He is kind of a big deal, so if he has any lung problems, you just heal it. We don't have enough for another round of horse barrage here, unfortunately. So we're just going to attack.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 치워버리죠.
물넘고 꺾고 제쳐라.
Horse.
무상은 목숨.
Greenland Spring with a tree AoE. Very nice. The main target had several multiple negative effects. Goodness don't do much to the body except for lower sanity over time. Well, first things first. The smoking pipe is not an ego gift. It is her ego. And eagles have a tendency of doing things to your body. Awakened eagles. Second of all, ego gifts that we see in the Mirror Dungeon are not the same ego gifts that we get at Lobotomy Corporation. As described by the art book, when you receive an ego gift from an abnormality, in LobCorp at least, that gift becomes a part of you. It is, by the words of our director, high-level agents with a shit ton of gifts are basically smaller abnormalities. You get a pair of glasses for an abnormality in LobCorp, you have to use those glasses. They are a part of you now. God damn it, it's these pricks. Thankfully, they are almost staggered, so we can just deal with them the normal way. By being faster than them, because I'm not letting Ishmael get staggered again. In any case. if you play Lobotomy Corporation, your agents will do work on the abnormalities, and they sometimes get a gift, which gives them a nice stat boost. Sometimes the tiny little trinket, sometimes the little tattoo on the face, a pair of glasses, but sometimes it is a little more extreme, like extra set of eyes, wings, and some other stuff. Those are permanent. You cannot remove them. They are a part of you now. A part of the abnormality is inside of you now. And even the ego gifts that would be considered like something like negative, like a blindfold, the director explained that once you get one of those, you pretty much can sense through. It doesn't. It's not a negative in any way, shape, or form. It's just that you can sense things differently now. Either through your other senses, or you can see through the blindfold, or whatever. But ego, awakened ego, like the pipe from Moses and Ahab and any other character that has used a fluorescent ego, they do have effects on your body. As for Moses, she smokes, so, and she literally have the shakes when she doesn't smoke for too long. So yeah, grandma has nicotine addiction. If anything, well, we should be asking, the one we're gonna get lung cancer before anyone else is gonna be Ryoshu. Ryoshu been smoking since she was like maybe a teen or a young adult. I have this comic here, which is essentially what I was talking about. I'm trying to locate it. It's not late game nuggets. Yeah. Let me put it on screen here. This is what I'm talking about. Let me just locate it. It's gonna be over here. Can I just Ctrl V? No. Shit, what did I do? Late game nugget. So, give it a second. All right. So this is when a nugget looks like when they start working a log card, right? I don't know the artist, but so please give them kisses if you locate them. So this is how you start up Lobotomy Corp as. You're a normal guy, suit and tie, just gonna work the abnormalities, do my thing, right? Well, then you get to the late game and you turn into this. You would kind of become an abnormality yourself. See what I mean? But those are the ego gifts you can get at Lobotomy Corporation or working with the abnormalities directly. Hohenheim has an ego gift on his... when he went to battle for the House of Spiders. So yeah. Alright, we have our AoEs ready. Let's proceed. I do have to hurry up because my friend is waiting for me for a Monster Hunter. EX employee, pretty much, yeah. The EX employee is an abnormality at this point because he has several pieces of abnormalities inside of him. There's also Gregor, but I do believe that his bug arm just consumes all the nicotine too. Wouldn't it be funny that Gregor smoking is actually the one thing that is keeping the Roach Emperor quiet inside of him because the nicotine weakens it? Because once I was smoking and there was a fly flying around in my room, so I dragged out a big puff of it and exhaled the smoke on it and the fly just fell down. So imagine that the way to keep the Roach Emperor sealed inside of Gregor's arm is just nicotine addiction. Just kill them.
바람 불어오는 대로 짓밟아라.
무상한 목숨. 불끝에 지원했군. 무상한 목숨.
do it again. And we do have rusty coins, so our single coin skills like Crimson Spring are being used multiple times. So Heishou Ishmael is now spamming AoEs at turn 4,
고생되었다.
which is very nice. So if Gregor tried to kill his smoking addiction, it might put everyone in danger. In this theory of mine, yeah, because I think it would be extremely funny. Like, wait, what do you mean you haven't manifested Roach Emperor yet? What, the smoke is getting in the way? The cigarette smoke? Are you serious? It's just a joke. It's just a fun theory. Actually, I'm gonna publish that right now. Hold on. What's taking so long? Sorry, I'm typing something here. Fuck. Do extreme motion. Sorry, I tried to remember everything that I just said here. There we go. Sorry about that. Ooh, late bloomer's tattoo. That is fucking excellent. Heishou Ishmael's main skill is a skill with a single coin. That makes it very powerful. She is meeting her potential soon enough. She was kind of a wet noodle at the beginning, but now we're doing some serious damage. Oh my indeed. Let's enhance some things. And enhance this, because it's good, and we're both ruptured the guy. Let's enhance this for its extra damage. Is UPS system locked and loaded? Yes. Let's upgrade this as well for more power-ups. And sell some stuff that we don't need. What we don't need right now is the Petroleum Flashlight can stay, it's extra shields. We kind of, yeah, this kind of benefits us as well, so nothing here to see. We got just excellent gifts all around. Nice little power-up. Let's get going, let's get killing. Time 142. Floor 3, floor 4, I don't remember. Wayward passenger. Now I guess I can pop my skill tree here because I need the slot for something else. Screen Spring. He's saying, how did you roll a 4, my dude? You're supposed to be fast. No, I wasn't meant to use Crimson Spring. I should get another. One more time.
이거는 그 불을 기름으로 끌라간다.
Strong.
아마 알아서 해라.
Right, run away, boy. Get out of here. Shoot. All right, let's get down with it. We don't have enough AoEs to deal with this, although we could pop an eagle here and just have that taken care of. Yeah, I don't want it to have power-ups. So pop an eagle, pop them. If you don't know, not popping those portals the moment they come up will mean that the Wayward Passenger is going to have buffs next turn that he appears. And those are not weak buffs, they're very, very powerful buffs. So we're just gonna do the best we can here. That one didn't take a lot of damage.
바람 불어오는 대로
Fortunately, we didn't fail. Maybe I should have used true AoEs, but whatever. At this point, nothing we can do. Get your line breakers online.
일기당천
최근엔 좋았어요.
Is back. This is turn 4. That means we're ready to go. We don't have enough line breakers yet, but we will get it just now. Heishou doesn't have air AoE, unfortunately. Make sure this is first one flash. Go.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 치워버리죠.
Alright, 5 line breakers, you know what that means. It's horse time.
우리를 아주 박살내버렸지요. 화끈한 맛이 아주 딱이야.
얼마든지
Follow it up by Heishou. Single coin attack with an AoE.
능 그리울 수 있어.
Do it again, baby girl. God, why did I say that again? I feel so slimy when I say that. I want to kind of run a reference like a music or something. I don't remember which one was it, but yeah, there we go. If these two survive to turn 4, their amount of AoEs are just so fucking strong. Because again, action economy. Especially the rusty coin, which also benefits her. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Right, gifts. I'll take the clash power, I'll take defense level. This is floor 5. Here we go. I'm not taking twinning treads because we do not have enough power to do this. We're going to fight Santa instead. The murder gnomes. I choose Sinclair for this. Never mind, I choose the horse. Ryoshu Warpers Night ID is smoking well. Oh yeah.
이것이 말의 행진이요.
Let's look under the bed. What could be in there?
이것이 말의 행진이요.
Nice job, horse. And here we go. We got resolution for clash power. That's very good. We got lithograph for healing on stagger. Let's enhance some gifts. Let's sell. Walpurgi snatch. Yep, Walpurgi snacks or whatever you want to call it. No one cares. Phantom pain. Oh yes, that's more damage. What do I sell here? What do I sell? Let's get some rupture gifts. No, the stuff I got is pretty good. Let's see, you can sell this. We don't have wrath resonance, so this is useless. This is kind of worthless as well. This is absolutely worthless. We don't actually have any use for this. On hit for an ally skills, randomly select one of these and afflict one potency Q allies. Yep, that's pretty good. That's good for Heishou because it applies random stuff to enemies, and the more, stuff they have, the better. Let's get some shield going on here. And some extra rupture. Rebate token, you have failed me, but I do not hold it against you. Alright, deploy against the murder gnomes and Santa. Heishou is done with Christmas. She is going to get the fat bastard himself for not giving her the gift she has requested 3 years ago. This is super canon now. Magical arrow, which is the first clash. Yo, you better not betray me, magical arrow.
모조리 치워버리죠.
You have betrayed me, magical arrow. Why? Oh no, I am using the arrow wrong. That is the problem.
모든 것에 견뎠소.
무시여. 대가리에 총 맞았냐?
Right, we got the Strider Wu online. And for Shmael, she's being attacked by one guy. Oh, if it's just one guy, you can tank it. Here we go.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 치워버리죠.
Strike! What if you want to see for the next Walpurgis Knight? Again, every time this question comes around, I want either nothing there because he's very nice, but I don't think he's gonna appear. I want Crumbling Armor gift. I want the Crumbling Armor ID, but we're probably not gonna get it.
빨리 좀 하지 그랬냐?
Other acceptable options, because we're gonna get Ruina next. The Carnival would be cool to get. They were cool. They're also mysterious. And since we're past full stop office, there is R-Corp. We could get R-Corp as well. We could get Nemo, but that's Star of the City already. But I guess we are entering Star of the City, so we could get Nemo and the Kane office. We could get some more general receptions as well. We could have Dong Juan, the bleed machete guy. Which sinner will get a nothing there, Eagle? Merso?
옛날에 외부 강사로 뛰던 것이
That's not even a question, bro. It's Merso.
한 놈만 잡아준다겠더니 일대를 다 쓸어버렸던 놈이 있었지.
시간 끌 것 없이
The horse is here.
넘고 무수히 넘고 내 앞을 다니시오. 아시다.
You allowed us to survive 4 turns, and now you get punished. Heishou Ishmael on the mirror dungeon, or at least with backup. Because here's the thing, and this is the thing I noticed a lot about when people talk about IDs. They immediately compare it to other IDs, and sure, fair, you get to compare it, the other IDs exist. But they only compare them without any backup, like this ID by itself. Like the game could all be rolled, you have to run solo every single time. As you can see, having a backup from, well, technically a better ID makes her incredibly more powerful. Yeah, the horse is fast. Same way we saw with the Thumb Merso and Thumb Sinclair, having a duo helping each other, complementing each other, makes an ID incredibly more powerful. Not gonna say that there aren't bad IDs, but Heishou Ishmael isn't bad. It's just gimmicky, and there are many other IDs that are better, but if you like the appearance of her and you like to run the China Girl ID, it's perfectly valid. She's perfectly okay. Let's save our line breaker for the next turn. And we have to use a AoE here. The horse is speeding through. I really wish if you had a lot of haste, the character would flash faster or do the animations faster, because it would be incredibly fun to watch. A character like a shit ton of haste just flashing super fast, attack, and just moving at the speed of fuck. More little gremlins. That means it's time for the horse to manifest. If anything survives this, Heishou will mop it up. Dante, the horse is back!
넘고 무수히 넘고 얼마든지 걷고 제쳐라.
Beautiful. And then she mops up whatever is left.
는 그리할 수 있어.
보면 뭘 써야 하는지 딱 느낌 보잖아. 에?
마음 놓고 열어젖히고
Such a good ID, man. This ID is fun as hell to use. Now, mop it up. More gnomes, more feed for my horse.
장난해.
And he's so hungry.
놈만 잡아주자겠지.
But enough horsing around. Do you can't eat to finally? You're gonna have a good time. It's fun. You get to meet Heishou. Or rather, Heishou is going to meet you. We're at 5 line breaker again. That means it's time for the horse again. Hop horse after horse in this here.
넘고 무수히 넘고 내
Destruction of gnomes.
능히 그리할 수 있어.
불끈하게 지원했군. 무상은
One more time. One more time.
불끈하게 지원했군.
Oh, this brings joy to the heart. This brings happiness. This is a stupid amount of AoEs without egos.
바람 불어오는 대로
지금은 좋았어요.
격조를 준
옛날에 외부 강사를 여전히 장난해. 놈만 잡아주자겠지.
Buddy, what are you doing here? Buddy pal, but boy, what are you doing here? What was the plan? What was the strategy? Is he stupid? Ah, there already are purple coins. Moises Areki. At the end of Canto 9, did you see Ryosha use purple coins?
짓밟아라.
And it's likely there's gonna be a coin for every sin, so get ready.
이던 것이 생각나네.
We're gonna get red coins, we're gonna get green coins, we're gonna get blue coins, we're gonna get yellow coins, so on and so forth. First, we get our line breaker online. Just kill him, actually. Just kill this guy.
시간 끌 것 없이
Oh my.
지워버리죠.
Big roll, big boy. Unfortunately, we are going to use this. This point, make white coins. That is a possibility, don't forget. Every time you kill an abnormality in Limbus company, they revert into an egg form with a little gen at the middle where it shows shows the chain affinity of that, you know, abnormality. Some abnormalities have black or white-ish gens,
내 앞에 달리시.
which doesn't match any of the sins.
능히
So
그리할 수 있어.
all the spectrum of colors is available for us. Kill Santa. Santa has been killed. Santa remains dead, and with that we end our mirror dungeon at the 2-hour mark. I thought that was going to take longer, but this was smoother than the Lord Lu Dawn one. Although we didn't have any mega fights where the two warriors stand tall, conquering the odds.
굴레 하나를 끊었어.
But not bad at all. And he only outdamaged her by 7%.
한 걸음 더
So,
가까워진 것이요.
Potential realized, I believe. Wouldn't you agree with me?
언젠가 제외할 날.
The potential woman realized her potential. She just needs the horse.
내 그것만을 바라고
So yeah,
피를 묻혀가며
we didn't take any like super powerful gift to begin with. We only took the phlebotomy for healing and the Zippo lighter for ego resources. But final score, I give this team a very solid 9 out of 10. Don't know how they would do on floors 10, up to 10, and up to 15. Maybe someday I'll try that in the future, once I run out of teams to run on the daily mirror dungeons. But for now, that is it. 9 out of 10 at this team. If they survive to turn 4, and you have enough line breaker and skill tree on Heishou, it's AoE after AoE after AoE. It's very nice. With that said, do Suncliff and base ID Sanganax. Sure, maybe I'll do it at some point. Tomorrow, however, I don't know what's going to be on the daily, but tomorrow afternoon, we're going to get the Mirror Dungeon Extreme with the full Heishou team. So, with that said, my name is D4, and that was our Limbus Company Daily Mirror Dungeon NID study. If you enjoyed the stream, please recommend it to your friends, but if you did not, recommend it to your enemies. That's it for today. tune in tomorrow for the Mirror Dungeons Extreme and to see what the hell I'm gonna do with the daily Mirror Dungeon. With all that said, I wish you all a good Saturday night, sweet kisses, and good night. Hey, that rhymed!